Ooh, good morning. Hi guys. My name is Jennifer Woolsey and I am an Avon beauty boss. Welcome to Get Ready with Me and happy Thursday. Woohoo! I think my dog is trying to get in the room. Hold on. Let's see. Hey Char. She wants to come get ready with me. So welcome in. I'm running a little bit late this morning. It's nothing new in my life. So I'm going to do a quick mommy look for you guys, and then we're going to get our day started. So I've already done my morning skincare regimen. You guys know I'm a skincare junkie. I like to layer it on. So I'm doing my 1.5 hyaluronic acid. Then I'm using my new Neutralize anti-pollution to put that shield of protection to keep pollen and all that bad stuff out of my skin. And then my Skin Invincible Day Cream. And then the Magic Depuffing Eye Serum. Guys, I've been through like 6 of these. Love, love, love that product. So let's go ahead and hop in and start getting ready. And then we will chat just a little bit. So what do you guys have going on in the comment section? Say hello whenever you hop on. Let me know that you're here. I'm going to conceal that nose just a little bit. And I have a little friend right here. I'm loving this Magic's wand as my concealer. It has made such a difference in the dark areas on my face. Loving it. It can also be used as a stick concealer. And it also blurs those imperfections. And if you have a darker shade, you can highlight, you can contour, you can do all the things. All the things. Okay. So I'm going to use some Magic's Tint as my foundation this morning. I'm using a light shade because I'm a very pale girl. And so I wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit this morning about plans. And plans for your life. So, it's a particular area in my life. Last year, I had big plans about where I was going to be this year. And then life happened, right? Kids get sick, things change in your business. Life happens. And so, I haven't been able to quite get to that point that I had planned. But you know what they say. I don't know the saying. I was going to look it up before I went live. Something about best laid plans, or I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Okay. So we've got that Magic's Tint pushed into our skin. So it's leaving a great little tint, but it's not a cakey, thick kind of look. And then we're going to do some brows. But anyway, I was thinking yesterday as I was kind of looking over some different plans for things I want to accomplish. And I was like, you know what? It's not where you want it to be, but you're not too far from where you want to be. So it's time to just adjust those cells and make it happen. And so I think that, as we go through life, so often we're going to find ourselves not quite where we want to be. Maybe you had great plans to build a house this year, or buy a house this year, or homeschool your kids, or start a new business. Maybe to go on a family vacation. We all have different goals, right? And different plans. And maybe you haven't been able to accomplish that goal yet that you had your mindset for. But, I always think about, somebody told me one time, I'm using translucent loose powder over this. Somebody told me one time that, good morning, dear. I'm running late, story of my life. What have you got going on today? So I was told one time that that God laughs at our plans, right? So, when we think that we're going to be a certain place or do a certain thing, and you're doing all the things right to get yourself to that place, you can't handle the circumstances that change around you. And so I think that the idea of continuing to be successful, even in the storm, is figuring out how to adjust those sails and change the course just a little bit. So in my planning, I needed to readjust where I want to be and what steps I need to be to get to that point. And pray that God doesn't laugh at me again and that he cooperates and he has a bigger plan than I can imagine. I'm going to use some chocolate sensations. Oh, I should have told y'all. That was Earth and Rose blush that I used. I love that color. It's my color. But I think whenever we have plans to be somewhere and it doesn't work out that way, there's usually a reason that God can see that we can't, right? So maybe you should have not job interview. Yay! Good go girl. Maybe there's a reason why you didn't reach that rank in your company. Or maybe there's a reason why you didn't go on that trip, or you didn't rent that house or buy that house. Maybe God was protecting you from something that you weren't ready for. And so I think it's important that whenever we make plans and we aren't quite getting where we want as fast as we want, that we step back for a minute and just be thankful for the process. I'm using my Chocolate Sensations quad this morning. I did 1 all over, and now I'm doing 2 in my creases. But just to thank God, even in the storm, and know that his plan is always greater than our plan. And so, you don't know what he's protecting you from. So I think it's important to be mindful that sometimes maybe you're not ready for what you think you are. And sometimes he's preparing something even greater for you. What about that? There's a song that I love to listen to. Every storm runs out of rain. I'll have to listen to that. My storm right now in this season is I Will Praise You in This Storm. It's a Casting Crown song. They're a Christian band. It's amazing. If you haven't heard it, pull it up. It just talks about, even though my life isn't where I thought it would be, I will praise you in this storm. And with Caden and his health is declining, and I don't talk about this much, but wow, I went dark. I'm actually doing a full face this morning because I have a meeting today. And so I needed to be, done, not just the quick mommy look. But anyway, if you haven't heard that song, I Will Praise You in This Storm, look it up because it is an amazing, amazing song. But in this season, we have with Caden, seizures getting worse. He's pretty much in the wheelchair most of the time, and he's losing his strength. And it's hard. It's hard as a mom to watch your child go through a decline in health. And so I really thought, even in his life, that we would be in a different place today than we are. But I know that God's working in the behind the scenes, right? I know that in that plan that I had wasn't the plan that he had. And he's got something even better and bigger. So I'm just holding on, praying a lot, and giving it to him in the storm. And so I just think that message wasn't just for me today because, as I sat yesterday and I was looking at my plans and trying to figure out, where am I going to go from here? What do I need to adjust? What do I need to fix? What do I need to just give to God? Good morning, Rebecca. Okay, so I didn't explain my eyes. I went back with 3 on the shadow, and I blended the 2 and the 3 together to give me that smoky eye look, okay? But, whether it be your health, whether it be goals to buy a house, move, start a new business, homeschool your kids, whatever that might be, those plans that you had that have been uprooted, know that God's doing something great in that storm. He has got bigger plans for you than you can ever imagine. So maybe your A plan was his B plan. Maybe he's working that A plan together for your good behind the scenes, and you just don't know it. So it's about stopping for a minute and having faith. Love mascara. Having faith that he's got this. He's got you. He's got you, boo. He's got you, boo. So what plans are you working on that hasn't quite gone the way you thought they would? And what's holding you back? Because sometimes it's our own belief. Sometimes it's not God that's holding you back. Sometimes it's your own belief that you can't do the things that you want to do. Maybe you want to do it, but you don't believe that you can do it. So I have a friend that I'm doing a little bit of my highlighter stick because I want to look fancy for my meeting. Who told me we could never buy a house? And I was like, why can't you buy a house? Like, I was puzzled. Like, why can't you? Everybody has the opportunity to buy a house. Oh no, our credit's horrible, and we just don't have the resources. People like us don't buy a house. And I was like, people like how? I'm gonna use ambitious today because I'm feeling ambitious. I'm gonna make things happen. And so as we got to talking, she'd never actually even looked into the process of buying a house. Like, she didn't even know what steps needed to actually be taken to buy a house. And so she was limiting her belief before, hold on. I'm looking for something for my hair. She had limited her belief before she ever even looked into the process. And so I think so many times we are the ones that shut those doors on ourselves. It's not God. It's you not believing in whatever that challenge is. And so that's what I was kind of trying to adjust yesterday is this God shutting doors, or is this Jennifer not walking through the doors that he's provided? And so I just challenge you today that whatever those plans are that you want to accomplish in your life, quit not going through the doors of opportunity that he puts before you. And if he shuts a door, then wait. Be patient and wait, and he'll let you know when it's time to move. So that's just a lot about, being in tune with God and, praying and just seeking his guidance in the things that you do, because he's got great plans for us. He created us to be amazing human beings. Like, we are in his image. So be awesome. Do great things. Help people. Be generous to people. Love your family. Love yourself. And make it happen. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. Thanks for joining me and getting ready with me. If you think somebody needs to hear this message today, then give me a share. Be sure and like my page so that you get updates whenever I'm going live. You guys have a great day. Bye.